Hi, boys and girls. We're going to finish up session 10 today. We did the inferring part and the character part on Thursday. So we're going to look at the bottom two parts of this paper. If you can write theme over here and compare and contrast. In the HyperDoc, I have these two documents that are your learning progressions for themes and comparing and contrasting. You don't have to look at these if you don't want to. I've tried to break them down for you, but I would like for you to look at these. I put pictures of these on there, excuse me, as well. And this just kind of breaks it down. So let's look and see what you might want to write down as a goal for yourself outside of theme. So I ask, what's the story about? If you do that, go ahead and put a check over there in your mind, and wherever you stop is the theme, is the goal that you're going to write down for yourself. So I make a list of possible themes. I know themes usually show up at the end. While reading, I ask, what's the big theme in the story? I can figure out a few themes. I can tie important parts to the themes. I can put specific parts of the story with specific themes. I look for hidden themes. When thinking about which theme is most important, I see which one has the most support. I notice literary devices like symbolism. So if you'll pick one of these, not the whole pink, but just one of these three, and place it over here. Okay, and I'll give you a second to look at that. If you need to pause it, go ahead. All right, let's look at the compare and contrast. And this is the last one for today. And then we're done with the goals. I will be asking you what goals you've set up for yourself based on these on your Writing Long and Strong on Friday. Okay, so you can just basically copy and paste it. So these are the different goals. And like I said, just kind of, there's 3 here, 2 here, and 3 here. If you'll just put like a little checkbox in your mind and check off the ones that you've done, the ones that you need to do, that'll be what you write down in your goal for compare and contrast. Okay. So I can tell similarities and differences with themes. I can compare and contrast characters, setting, etc. I can compare and contrast 2 different versions of the same text. I can compare and contrast several texts in the same genre. I can explain how the theme is developed with the author's craft. This is like using symbolism, internal thoughts, and things like that. I can compare and contrast several texts in different genres. I can explain how the theme is developed with author's craft, meaning symbolism, internal thoughts, etc. I can compare and contrast different multimedia versions of the text. So if you'll pick one of these and plug it in your compare and contrast goal, something that you want to work on as a reader when you're reading fantasy. And like I said, I'll use this in your Writing Long and Strong on Friday. If you happen to miss the inferring and the character part, if you'll go back to last Thursday, that's what that lesson was about. All right, boys and girls, enjoy The Thief of Always, and I look forward to your questions and your status of the class.